I think the funniest thing for me is how on Wild 'N Out, when Soldier was on Wild 'N Out, I didn't know what they were talking about, but just hearing the story is funny. We all want to know, when that fool pushed you away, why did he hit him with that you? He put your arm around that dude.
Yo,
and he said you was from the hood.
Oh my god.
And he pushed you away. We all want to know why he went him with the you.
That's so silly.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Ultra Prism podcast. There's only 3 of us today, and it's probably because we've been just kind of busy, and so our 4th member, George, has been dealing with something today. So it's just going to be us 3 today, and 3 being we have Winston to my right.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
And to my very right, we've got Gwen.
What's up?
And we are just going to just wing it. So nothing really to do other than just enjoy ourselves. We just went to Korean barbecue.
Yes, that was really good. Yeah.
I was so eager to eat all day, right? And the second we get there, like they know me. When I'm hungry and when I'm happy, I smile real big. I get real happy.
The whole time.
When food shows up, when I go to a restaurant and I'm smiling, it's a good place.
This is his main dopamine raise.
Yeah, it is nowadays. Like I eat a lot, so we had a good time. We ate 1 round of all you can eat, which is hilarious because they gave us too fucking much.
Yeah, that was a lot.
There's a lot of beef actually.
Yeah, and I was like,
it was mostly beef.
Yeah, and I was like, this seems more than either of these 2 things because we got through the chicken super fast, and then it was like the pork, and I was like, okay. And I was like the beef, and I was like, I don't really want the rest of this. Like,
I don't even know how we could eat the rest of it.
Yeah, I don't want the rest of this. Like, I'm thinking
we're
this
carnivore at.
Gawain went sicko mode and decided to eat the rest of the beef because, like, at the end it was like just this big ass slab of meat.
And I'm like, I'm not eating that.
And I was like, I'm tapping out. I'm eating these vegetables.
Yeah, well, I'll pay that $12. I'm not eating that, man. This is ridiculous.
It's like we got.
You can't be a quitter.
It's like we got some chicken. It's a good thick pieces, but it's still not portion. So it's like kind of like sound, right? You got the pork, thin cut, light, so it's like a little sound. When the beef came in, it was like.
Yeah, it was solid. It was solid. If we had a 4th person, I think we would have been fine with that amount of food. But it was just us 3. But I like Korean barbecue setup. I think it's different than like regular American setups. But I mean, they charge you for that different kind of like delivery method of the food. So I mean, it's understandable. But
I personally think that I like to go places, especially trying new things. Like my next adventure for them is out of 2 things. I either want to bring them to like a real nice Chinese place, or I want to do hot pot, which is my personal like favorite method of eating food. I love hot pot. I think everybody needs to try it at least once in their life. If you don't know what hot pot is literally you get like a bowl of broth of whatever choosing. You can get like spicy, like mushroom, chicken, whatever, and then you they usually, depending on where you go, it could be they bring out carts full of different food types. So it could be beef, it could be chicken, it could be noodles, it could be vegetables, and you just like fill up your broth with whatever, and you just pay for whatever you purchase, and then you pay for whatever you buy, and they have like different toppings, and it's so good. Like if global warming wasn't a thing.
Global warming? You mean the pandemic?
Global warming.
Oh, okay.
Global warming, because like hot pot is really good on a cold day. It tastes really good on a cold day because it's soup.
Yeah.
And like
I think I saw an article about global warming that said they were at a point of no return. Apparently,
I can believe that. They've been complaining about it for a while. We've been ignoring the alarm. Like, oh wow. Man, they should turn that off.
2020 is just like, yeah, we tried to warn you.
But I think, I mean, I don't know, not to get into politics, but I think this new administration, we are hopefully re-entering the Paris Accord and doing some more green things, maybe pushing for some more renewable energy in the U.S. But, I mean, if it's too late, and it's all for nothing, and maybe we should just all go drive Hummers and just enjoy this little blue marble.
Can we not talk about Hummers? Can we not talk about Hummers?
Why? You don't like Hummers? I think we were talking about that
We were
before.
talking about Hummers before the podcast started.
Yeah, Hummers are cool.
They could definitely tell you more than I could because the Hummers are just weird. Hummers are stupid.
I mean,
I remember I remember a dude that when my little brother was in I guess it was before elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
He was like he was in like a daycare kind of, and one of the people that worked or had a son there had a Hummer. He would drive that son of a bitch like it was the fuck. Like he would put that shit to work. And he was driving it like it was 20 miles a gallon.
Oh Lord.
That's how bad it was.
Oh.
Like he would let it leave it. He would leave it at idle and shit and everything. And I'd be like, that cannot be good for the environment or your wallet.
No, a small bunny dies every minute that thing is running. It just falls over and dies. Oh no, what happened? Oh, somebody left the Hummer running.
They do an autopsy in the body. The lungs are black.
How? We were only born a year ago.
That has to be a diesel Hummer.
Yeah, it's gotta be a diesel Hummer or like.
So the gasoline Hummer makes all the birds disappear.
I'm surprised they didn't make like a coal Hummer. Like just go full on. It just needs to be some guy in the back shoveling it to the gas tank. That's how you fuel it. You just gotta carry his. Yeah, like
each Hummer comes with a free slave.
Who's that guy in the back? Oh no, he fuels my Hummer, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Imagine when you run out of coal, he starts shivering in the back. It's like, sir, we have to get more coal. I have to work for my wages. You don't even have a wage. You don't even do anything.
Bro,
what do you do?
I should imagine like Dobby from fucking Harry Potter. Just like that little gray thing with a potato sack for clothes. You have a shovel. He's just using his grimy little hands to throw the coal into the fuel tank.
You gotta be careful not to throw blankets and shit back there because he'll claim them back there. Hey,
give that back. Give that back. That's for gas. That's for gas, Dobby. It's for gas.
No.
It's just. It would just be silly, but I think that'd be really funny
shit.
To have a fucking.
I got hiccups.
A fucking Hummer elf. Hummer elf.
Dobby the Hummer elf.
Dobby the Hummer. Bro, that's perfect right there.
That's gross.
Oh my God.
I just imagine like he would literally be covered in charcoal smoke and fumes.
Exactly. You don't even give him any water. You might get a water bottle that's under the seat and just throw it back there. Here, Dobby, clean yourself up. No soap, just water. Maybe some gum for the soap.
He finds like a pencil that's like rolled in the back and he has to poke holes in the top so he can shower properly.
You better not make a mess back there either, Dobby. If I see any stains, I'm covered in coal. Doesn't matter, Dobby. Don't make a mess.
What the fuck is this? Oh, sir, I was trying to put the coal in, and you let the coal just get all over the floor.
Oh man, you
all over the floor. I brought mats for you. I thought it was being helpful for you.
It's mats. And you just literally grocery bags.
Once again, you ruined everything. You made everything worse, Dobby. Fucking hell. Oh, no! Sir, I will do better. No, you won't.
No,
you're on your last legs. I will get another one of you.
If there's anything I learned from the Harry Potter movie, once the elf is free, don't fuck with the elf.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't let like blankets and stuff fall back there, so because he'll claim it, and that'll be like, Master's giving Dobby a hand, and I'll give him a hammer to the top of the head.
Oh my God.
You wish you were free. That's awful.
You just eliminate your staves when you're done with them. This one's due for a hammering. So you just hit it on the head and drag it behind the truck, and then you back up. And then your kids ask, what happened to Dobby? We gotta go back to the dealership. They gotta get us a new one. The last one just expired.
The delership.
Yo, I just can't imagine. It's covered under warranty because I stopped working. I don't know what happened.
I got angry at him and I hit him with a hammer. I need a new one.
It happens all the time, sir. Don't worry. We'll get you another one from the back.
Could you imagine
There's a recall on your slave. We gotta take it for service. It just comes back with more bruises. I'm like, that's better. You should listen better now, right?
Oh my god! I imagine they throw them in the back. They have big ass boxes of spare parts and they just throw them in the back with a bunch of other dead dogs.
Ragdoll in the box like Andy.
And then he's like, stop, let me breathe. No, wait, and then it's just like, oh fuck, come on, one of these has to be good. And it's like, all he's doing is hitting him on the top of the head with a fist, and he gives him come on. Shit. What time is it? I don't know. I should defected too. Throw him into the chest and get the next one.
Oh my god.
Do you know what time it is? 10 o'clock, close enough. All right, come on.
Stop. We'll just you on the go. Let's go. Oh my god. No, and then they have like the service advisor. He just has a cart full of old slave donkeys that are just like they'll throw them in the dumpster in the back.
I just imagine, and then like the fucking he hits a bumper and like when it falls off and it goes.
And he just kicks it under one of the dumpsters.
No, like he actually kicks it, so like he goes flying across the floor. Like a fucking cell phone.
No. And then the manager comes in the storage room and he trips on. What the fuck is this? Why is this on the floor? What are you doing?
Could you imagine?
I don't run.
Could you imagine? It would be a systemic problem because all the Dobbies would be working together. Like throw their brother into the sinks in the toilet in the bathroom. Shit. They're stuffing him down the toilets and shit just to try to get him out of the fucking facility. Oh god.
Dobby the Hummer Elf is oh my god.
This could be a title.
That's
this is gonna be a title.
Perfect. Dobby the Hummer Elf.
Oh my god.
Okay. So what were we talking before the Hummer? Before that?
No.
Well, we talking about Korean barbecue, and then after
we're talking about Korean barbecue. We're talking about hot pot.
Yeah.
And other places that we want to go. We're trying to find.
I swear, there's also hot pot's one thing, but then there's also melting pot, which was like cheese.
That's fondue. Yeah,
fondue. So I think it's like that's also another place because you can. What do you put in there? They give you like a variety of things. You just order like things you want to dip in the cheese. Or whatever, and they don't ever change your cheese out. But
do you cook the meat yourself?
No, they cook the meat and then they give it to you.
Oh yeah, fondue. So but fondue usually is just like, it's like you get like a certain type of cheese sauce. You get cheese sauce pretty much in like in a pot, and you can order things like bratwurst,
and then they get skewers
or croutons or things like that. And then they have like the on the end of the other end of the spectrum is like a chocolate fondue, and you could do like strawberries. Marshmallows, stuff like that.
That's like a real romantic.
Oh
setting.
yeah, what?
We're at my parents' house. Everybody, we're not at the usual setup, but this has like gas burners. We could have like had like marshmallows tonight, but it's okay. We'll do it. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
Well, we're not sure about next week, but next time.
Okay, yeah, next time. Whenever this next podcast.
Oh no, it doesn't have to be the podcast. We gotta do it separately.
Right. Yeah.
We don't have to do the podcast.
Well, no, I mean I remember back in the time when we had our own little snack variety during the old podcast when you had the freaking. The addiction to the chocolate caramel popcorn.
We would be crunching so badly on graham crackers.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Graham crackers are kind of loud, and I accidentally left out one of the graham crackers, and they were soft graham crackers. Are literally the worst thing to ever have in your mouth. They literally what?
I was gonna say what's worse is having a Hummer Dobby.
Oh my God. In your mouth. Yes, don't eat Hummer Dobbies. They're bad for you. Yes, they're not.
They're crossing the gym.
Okay.
What?
No, this next section I thought about something. Karlton may hate. I'm gonna bring it up again.
Oh, God. What is this?
But it's a nice little laugh section again.
What?
You might give us a rant about the demonic Winnie the Pooh and retarded Christopher Robin.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear about this. What are you talking about?
Gwen is bringing up something that like I constantly like. I definitively believe that the 100 Acre Wood is literally hell, and I believe that that Pooh, Piglet, Tigger.
Don't think about Tiggers.
Tiggers. Heffalumps. First of all, what the fuck is a heffalump? Yeah. I don't understand that. That shit's stupid to me.
Wait, he looks undead. I will say. And
That's the thing. That's the thing. They're in the 7 circles, the 9 circles of hell, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't remember how many circles of hell there is, but I do know Christopher Robin is an idiot. He is brain dead. You know why? He made every single one of those creatures up in the 100-acre woods. He doesn't know how to spell anything.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a heffalump? What is a tigger?
Yeah.
What is Eeyore? What name is Eeyore? What the fuck name is? What does that mean in the dictionary? Is that a given name? No, it's not. It's some dumbass kid who has an F in English.
Bro, if I saw a kangaroo in that part of the world at that time of day...
Kangaroo?
Yeah.
Roo?
Yeah.
I'm at a loss for words.
Wait, and how did it reproduce if it's the only one there? How does it have a baby kangaroo with it?
Christopher Robin is stupid. He doesn't understand logic. He's an idiot. He doesn't understand
I was
logic.
gonna say
He's a dumbass child. He's 11-year-old. Doesn't know anything about the world around him.
That's true.
Winnie the Pooh is literally gluttony incarnate. He's the most disgusting, gross. He sits there and fucking wallows in disgusting honey. The fat fuck.
He doesn't wear pants.
Yeah, he's got his dick hanging out all the time everywhere he goes. He's just gross.
But now that I think about it, a bear...
Piglet too.
Yeah.
Tigger.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on Tigger.
Wait, I thought Piglet... It's weird. Piglet's an armadillo.
Piglet? No, he's not.
Yeah,
no, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
You know what? First, he could be.
Why would he have ribs? Why would he have ribs if he was a pig?
Because it's pork ribs. Oh, baby,
no, I think what you're saying is why does his underbelly have stripes going across?
Yeah, those are ribs.
Piglet is a demon. Piglet is a demon.
Armadillo.
Piglet is a demon. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, Piglet's an armadillo.
Piglet is a demon.
Silly, but I'm serious. I think he's an armadillo. It doesn't make sense for him to be Piglet and then him
He's
to have.
pink. He is pink.
That's all you have. Look, and Eeyore is blue. How many blue donkeys do you know? That doesn't make sense.
I know like one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Where are they?
In the 100-acre
Oh my god! But seriously though, I think Tigger also. Yeah, like
Get his name right.
Tiger. Whatever.
There we go.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. How many tigers do you know bounce on their tails to get around? They have 4 legs, but he decides to bounce.
You want to answer that question? There's only one.
Say, why does he have a bouncy tail? Like, he got hella hops with that bouncy tail, doesn't he?
That's true.
He's a cocaine addict. He is a cocaine addict.
He could be a kangaroo, man.
He's a cocaine addict.
Tigger's a kangaroo.
The fact that Tigger is a separate species. Can we get on that?
Okay.
Tigger is not.
What is he?
Apparently, he is a Tigger.
He is a Tigger?
Apparently so. Like he's the only Tigger apparently. Like his whole fucking species went extinct before the 100-year war, whatever the fuck he went through.
Did they ever have a fucking female version of Tigger?
No.
Like a love?
No. Tigger was fucking Kanga. That's gotta be it.
See that.
That's gotta be it.
That's the only reason he bounced.
Tigger's a Chad. Tigger's a
Chad. Oh no.
Rabbit is.
Wait, so is Kanga?
Wait, wasn't Rue and Tigger close friends?
That's some father and son relationship right there.
Yeah,
they're fucking, man. I'm telling you.
Tigger was getting some
Rabbit is a simp. Rabbit was a simp.
Wait, is it Oedipus that the Greek story where he's fucking his mom or something?
Yes, it's Oedipus.
Ew. But yeah, no, I don't know. Like the having a fucking bear that talks and only eats honey. It's a very oddly specific kind of diet.
I'm sure he probably ate other things, but his
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
No,
he's a gluttonous fuck that eats nothing but honey.
I'm trying to get benefit of the doubt.
No, there's no benefit of the doubt with that disgusting piece of shit. No benefit.
Yeah, and the way he ate that honey, you never even saw teeth, and it was like, did he evolve to only be able to eat?
You know what's really funny?
Because?
You know what's really funny?
What?
When I was a kid, I used to think that was like he was eating butter, like straight butter. Because you know how honey doesn't look like that. Honey looks really like dark.
Yeah, honey
like
doesn't look like
honey
that.
and TV
Oh, you know what
shows.
it does look like, Wayne? Brown Listerine. That's what it looks like.
Okay, are we gonna go on this next?
I'm just saying.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
It kind of looks like that.
Everybody, okay, look, listen up. Everybody in the comments, everybody paying attention to this podcast. I don't want you to understand. If you think that brown Listerine is brown, you're a fucking idiot. You need to go back to school. If you have a degree, get that shit revoked and go back to school. Go to color theory and look at that shit because you're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong. It's stupidest. It is the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. Brown Listerine. Shit Listerine, you mean? You're eating shit. You're eating shit.
The reason why
you're eating shit.
The reason why Karlton is mad.
You're eating shit. You're eating shit. You're drinking shit. You're drinking actual shit.
No, we're not drinking it.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Let's give them context, please.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, let's give them some context. You're going hard.
What context is there? If you look at golden Listerine and you say brown, you're an idiot. You're stupid. That's the only context it needs to be.
fool.
What fool?
You.
You're the fool.
I'm saying fool. I don't want to say the N word.
Yeah, fool, nigga.
Fuck you. Okay.
Fool, nigga.
We dropped hard R on Tigger, and you mean to tell me that you can't say
I'm not calling him Tigger. I'm not calling him Tigger.
a Tigger?
I'll kill you if you make me call him Tigger. This is the worst thing
all
I've
these
ever.
Tiggers be like,
Oh my God. Tigger
Okay,
this,
well, no.
Tigger that.
So for the context, okay, I brought this up originally. If you don't know, I was watching some TikToks with Tony Baker, and for those who don't know, Tony Baker, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
But
calling him a comedian is loose because the nigga doesn't know what gold is. But
Oh my God. What's that to do with him being able to be a comedian?
oh no, go ahead.
anyway, so on TikTok and not on YouTube, he had a little thing about certain products like alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and hydrogen peroxide.
Right.
And then he goes on with the Listerine.
Yeah.
But he didn't do, the Listerine we all know, the cool mint, the blue bottle, right? No, he went to the original stuff. Day one, the brown Listerine.
Yeah.
And when I look at it and I see a bottle, it's like, yeah, it's brown Listerine.
It's a fucking lie.
No, that's true.
It is a fucking lie.
So I showed it to Karlton.
And I spoke the
And
truth.
he said,
And I
that's
spoke the
not
truth.
brown.
And I spoke the truth.
Gold.
No, it's not the truth, man.
He said it's gold. I was like, no, it's brown Listerine. This has
Yeah.
been established before you even born.
Yeah,
this is
that's true.
brown Listerine.
That's true.
So we went back and forth from that.
I don't want to talk about
Him to
it.
Google it.
Y'all are
And
done.
the
Because
final,
he has a
and the
degree,
final
he knows
conclusion
colors.
is that we were both right because gold is within the brown color
Yeah,
spectrum.
That's true.
Brown is in the yellow color spectrum. So technically,
So
it is more
we're both-
gold. It is more
God.
gold than it is brown.
in that
and
case,
brown is
we're-
just a low intense orange. So first of all, hop off my dick because it's not orange.
Wait, so you
it
don't-
is
you saying it's
gold.
orange
Shut
now?
the fuck up.
Are you
Winston.
saying it's
You saying
orange
that,
now?
Winston?
Orange now? 'Cause
You
you
saying
said
it's orange
orange
now? Then pour some gold Listerine down your motherfucking throat. Motherfucker,
Because you-
don't talk to
because
me.
you-
Don't even
we
say that to
even
me.
Googled
Don't
it.
even add me.
You even agreed that
Don't even-
gold and it's in brown, yo.
I'm gonna get Umar Johnson.
All right,
on-
then.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna get Umar Johnson
agree
on you
with
niggas.
that.
I'm gonna get Umar Johnson on you niggas. He's gonna be like gold.
So yeah,
gold.
so
Gold. He's
that's
not
what
gonna
the
be gold. He's
brown
gonna say some
Listerine
dumb shit like
context
purple.
came
Exactly.
from.
The white man's holding you down.
He's yours.
Yeah.
Mab now.
Wait, did you take those funny these up and started opening them? You're a horrible person. You assume that I would just steal from your parents, man. It's so wrong. And I love how I put his hand out, like, give it to me like I'm some dog. I picked up something that shouldn't have it in his mouth. What's wrong with you,
What is
man?
this? Winston's like,
Hey, what is this? Huh? What?
Winston's like, huh?
Starts running away. Come back here.
No. He was being what's that freaking big white kid from the Boondocks?
Heffalump? I mean,
No. Corey
Butch
Magnus.
Magnus. No,
Butch Magnus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Butch
That's what you
Butch
just did
Magnus.
right now.
Right.
You took the
just
shit,
put
then
his
asked
fucking hand
questions.
out,
No, he
man.
didn't. No. That's Proud Family. Butch Magnus, he just punched him
Oh,
first,
yeah.
and then asked the question.
Yeah.
So that's what called. He just took your shit and said, "This yours."
Remember
I
when
would be
LaMilton? Do you remember LaMilton in the Boondocks? And like Riley killed him pretty much.
Well, I mean, he fell off a building and then he got up. And then the fucking reporter guy was investigating him, was like, "You're a demon, I need to kill you!" He spent the whole episode chasing him, and the man was running. This is a silly episode.
Do you guys know what that's? Did you guys?
Yeah, he's a real guy.
No, not LaMilton. Like they rearranged his name, but he was a kid that stole his mom's.
Yeah, his grandma was like, "I don't know what's wrong with him." I'm like, "Motherfucker, stop giving him the keys and beat his ass." Fuck.
Try whipping his ass.
Right.
Rest in peace, John.
No, at that point,
John Witherspoon.
at that point, that's not.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, John Witherspoon. Don't bring back the Boondocks. Without him, it's nothing.
You know they're bringing it back. They already had someone else casted for him.
Really? Who?
Yeah, I can imagine.
I don't know who. The reason why I'm saying it is because John Witherspoon's son went over there trying to apply for it. Went to apply for the audition and everything. Said they're going to use him, but really no.
I'm looking it up right now, actually.
Okay.
That's why his son is protesting Boondocks now because of it. Because apparently they learned that they treated John Witherspoon like shit.
Yeah, they did. I'm trying to see.
What?
They're saying that there's a chance that I'm trying to see. Oh no, this is just I don't know. That's not it. Never mind. I can't find anything about it. Wait, what the fuck? Jennifer Lewis is to replace John Witherspoon. Something. I don't know. They might give. They're thinking about giving the kids away to granddad's sister or something like that. That'd be weird.
No, you said that'll be weird, but if they do it right and they get the grandmother from Blackish,
that's what they're saying.
That would actually work.
Yeah, wait. One of the people Stinkmeaner's friends that they ended up beating up. One of them would be perfect.
Do we know a Stinkmeaner in real life?
I don't
know anybody.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that.
That's the most hateful person.
Yeah, he literally went to hell, and the devil was like, "Yeah,
you're too hateful for this. You're too hateful
yeah,
for
we
this
need to
world."
send you back." Oh my god! This was
You're actually the most hateful nigga I've ever seen in my entire life. You cannot stay here.
Right. He beat the devil up.
No, he didn't. No,
The nigga said, "I fucking hate this nigga."
The devil trained him.
Oh yeah, he did.
You become the most hateful ass nigga I've ever seen in my life. We're sending you back because we don't even like you here no more.
Right.
Nigga, what do you mean you don't like him?
Go back to suffer the living and take your revenge on granddad.
He told, and then Stinkmeaner was like, told this nigga go fuck yourself, and I'm like, why?
Wait, didn't he come back as a different person?
He took over.
He took over time.
Oh yeah, and then
Hypocrisy came in.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I could probably still say the entire line of that hell sequence for Stinkmeaner. Probably.
Hell sequence? What?
When he was in hell training.
Oh yeah. No, he was like kung fu fighting those other demons. I was like, oh my god.
Stinkmeaner really is
a two-piece combo and a biscuit, ho. I got me some nunchucks.
That show was very edgy. Like, think about like having a black show, because like if you try to do that like earlier than that, like I don't think that would have gone over well, because I feel like black people would not be okay with like having a demonic character basically in the show.
That's fair, yeah.
But like I think I don't know, just it broke down so many barriers.
That's the thing, because think about it. Paranormal Activity. What black people do you know was in Paranormal Activity?
That's true.
None of them. But we know better.
Yeah, we know better than.
But then there was a freaking black version parody of it.
Oh well, yeah, because they did that with like the Wayans brothers.
Yeah,
that was. What was the name of that movie?
So I don't remember. So I feel like as long as it's funny, then it's a freaking pass.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
It's a pretty good. Yeah. I don't know.
Because what's the most famous line on any of the Stinkmeaner episodes? And forgive me, I'm gonna have to say the word.
I kicked you in your chest, nigga.
What did you say, nigga?
Oh, okay, that one.
Just the deliverance.
Yeah.
What did you?
Yeah. No, I also like how "What's Good, Nigga" has been like.
What's good, nigga?
I love how that one became a meme.
Yeah.
My favorite one is like I like the one. It's like a cartoon. And it's like a skeleton. And it's just like a skeleton pops up on screen. He's like, "What's good, nigga?"
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That's great.
Boondocks was so quotable. It was really. Who wrote the Boondocks? Who was the main writer for that show?
He started doing the comic strip first.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. Now I feel kind of bad. I don't remember the guy.
I don't remember myself, honestly.
But I feel like he has the clout. He could probably make another show.
You mean Aaron McGruder?
Aaron McGruder. That's who it was. Could not think of it.
Yeah, I'm about to go. I gotta go talk on the phone real quick. You guys fucking take.
Wait, did you pause it or no?
No, keep going.
Okay, all right. So
you guys are grown men. You don't need me.
Oh, all right. Okay. So yeah, I think like if you were to make like a second show, would you want it to be related to that, or would you like to have it? Like,
actually, I think he did. I'm not sure if it was successful.
What do you mean? What was it about?
Black Jesus.
Oh yeah, Black Jesus was live action.
But it was another show.
It was, but I was thinking about like another cartoon. Or, I mean, that had like a manga style thing, but you know what I'm talking about, like another animated adult show. Like, just because, like, I mean, Seth MacFarlane was able to do Cleveland Show, American Dad, and Family Guy. I think he could do like an offshoot with like, I would watch a show just on Tom being a lawyer, for like ridiculous ghetto black people, where he'd have to deal with like.
Do you realize that would happen? Tom would be like the most like cool out of everybody.
Right, but that'd be funny as shit.
He won't be the most coon. He'll be the most Tom, because legitimately, I'm not sure if anyone else will listen to them, but on YouTube, I follow Comedy Hype News.
Okay, what is Comedy Hype News?
I would say it's mainly a I won't say a black brand or a black program, because most people on there are black. And they kind of did a couple of dissection when it comes to the Boondocks. And one video they did was what stereotypes within the black community.
I'm sorry.
So loud.
I'm sorry. I really
what stereotypes in the black community can be portrayed in the show.
Okay.
And a couple of stuff that they hit was like, yeah, these are some flaws within the community itself. Tom Duval really is just the Uncle Tom. The black person that's
literally the point, yeah.
Yeah, because he's the top 10% of the black people successful.
His house is fucking huge.
Yeah, they kept downplaying it. Granddad's house was huge. Tom's, that whole neighborhood, those were some fucking mansions. They were, I'm not gonna say they're mansions, but they were.
Lived down the street from them.
Yeah, he literally lived down the street, and I'm like, how the fuck? Like, he gets there quickly, like. How do you think you're hood? Like, they literally had whole, like, BB gun battles. And, like, they had entire battlefields in different rooms of the house.
The white kids were just, like, hanging out.
Yeah, the Katrina. I remember the Katrina episode.
Lil Wayne was in the episode.
Yeah. He was the one that took the PlayStation. It was just, it was.
He didn't take nothing from them.
By the way, Lil Wayne is apparently canceled.
Oh, he definitely fucking is. We can.
His whole girlfriend and like baby mama apparently fucking
was like because you're a fucking idiot. Like he lost. And
we're not gonna talk.
When I talk politics, I'm just saying.
I thought that was hilarious because they dragged him by the last 3 dreads on his scalp.
Oh man,
that's sad.
I feel like at a certain age you should just let it go. Maybe you should just do like a Caesar. I know you've had dreads your entire. Well, he didn't have his whole entire.
His whole life.
Yeah, but. I'm just saying he can let him go at this point. Like, you're at a certain age, where you begin to bald. It's okay. Just cut him off.
Well, like Ludacris. He had dreads before.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really? I never knew that.
Oh yeah, I remember in like the Move bitch he was wearing, and I think he. Oh no, he had an afro too in Too Fast and Furious.
I believe when it came to the Release Therapy album, he got rid of the dreads. Because I remember he still had them for the Red Light District album.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you reach a certain age and like certain hairstyles you just can't do anymore. But we were saying like if he were to do an offshoot show, I said it would be cool if we made Tom if Tom was like a lawyer and then he had like Chris Breezy's and like other ridiculous kind of clientele that he had to deal with or whatever. I feel like that would make for a good side offshoot show.
Yeah, but
I think people would watch it.
Or Uncle Ruckus trying to figure out if he really is white or not.
Oh yeah, that would be fun too.
They tried to make an Uncle Ruckus movie. I thought that was kind of funny. We had something we wanted to talk about. Because I remember you brought up nostalgia a little while ago. So if you guys don't know, we are in our 20s, and back in the day, we were. I know me and Winston talked about it, but in particular, we grew up in an era where the Mac 2 was still a computer in household still, and like DOS was still a thing. And so, one of the things, hold on, I got a cookie in my mouth. Hold up. There we go.
Just pull it in with your thing.
Yeah, I got it. I grabbed it. I got it. One of the most interesting things about computers back in the day was the amount of games you could play. And like really creative and really weird. Flash definitely like made. Back in the day, this is past DOS and everything, but like when like Windows 7 was introduced and Flash started becoming a thing, and how you can make video games and like Newgrounds was a thing, stuff like that.
I think that still happened with Vista too, huh?
What do you mean?
I think it might have been Vista.
Wait, what about Vista? What?
No, it might have started in Vista. I think it might have been Vista because I remember before going on Newgrounds and stuff on Vista back in the day.
It might. I'm pretty sure Newgrounds has been around for years.
I feel like XP. I remember XP. I feel like it was on there, but maybe I'm wrong.
XP, damn, we're going way back now.
Is Vista before XP? XP's before Vista.
XP before Vista.
XP was like right before they started numbering.
I thought it went like starting from when I first. It was like XP, Vista, 7,
8,
10.
8.1, then 10.
Oh, 8.1 was a stupid mini iteration. We should have, because people ignored it, because people hated it, because the whole Metro UI.
Everybody tried to jump back to 7.
Yeah, because I hated the whole tile thing, because they were trying to combine the Windows Phone, the Surface.
That was a failure.
They were just. But the Surface turned out as a great product out of that whole squad of failures. The Surface Phone failed, and Windows 10 kind of went back to the roots. But anyway, going back to Flash games, I think some of the games that we played, like on AddictingGames.com, Miniclip, Nickelodeon, the old Cartoon Network games.
The old Cartoon Network website's UI design was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was really good, and I really loved some of the older games that they made with it, like the Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans. They made like a Mortal Kombat type game.
Yeah,
where it was like you literally could play each of the characters. You had fight bars, and you had special moves that you could do, like counter people.
I played as Robin a lot.
Yeah, I usually played as Cyborg, but
which boss is more annoying to you? The Cinder Block?
Cinder Block.
Cinder Block.
No, Cinder Block or Slime?
Cinder Block.
Slime was more annoying for me.
Cinder Block for me.
Because Cinder Block, it just felt like
I just never got past him.
Yeah, I literally I would stop playing I would start over.
I would play Foster's Home and the Foster Home games.
Oh, I also played.
You had to throw blue across the the house to prevent that disgusting little girl from bringing them away.
Were you talking about Coco? Or no, Goo.
No. It was the remember the pilot for Foster's Home? How it was like how he came to like actually go to Foster's, like Mac had to find a place to keep him, and they had the little girl that was going to name him Tiffany or whatever.
Oh,
they had a game like that. But the game was you had to play as Coco and Wilt, I think. You had to throw him. Oh, you had to throw him.
Oh, and you had to keep her away.
Keep away.
Right.
And then Eduardo, you played as Eduardo too. Yeah. There was another game where you played as Frankie trying to like. Stop Duchess from being a bitch.
Oh yeah, and you had to help her. You had to do stuff to like stop her. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I thought Duchess was the grossest thing ever.
No, what was also a game that I really liked that actually reminds me of Cuphead. I don't know if you guys have heard of Cuphead. It's like a platformer, but it's like a side-scrolling.
Of course, who hasn't heard of Cuphead?
Okay, some people have.
Our audience may not have heard of it.
Yeah, but anyway, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Ooh.
They had a game that literally was a platformer, and you had different bosses.
I remember that.
You got to play as Billy, Mandy, and I don't know if you played as Grim, but I remember you got to like
maybe Erwin.
Yeah, maybe Erwin. You got to use his scythe sometimes. You got to fight Jack, the guy with the pumpkin head. You also got to fight one of his monsters, which was like the giant pumpkin-based like being demon thing. That show was kind of demonic, but it was okay because it was a kid show and it was super lighthearted. But
it was not lighthearted. A lot of times.
A lot of the endings were very sad, but.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh yeah, no, I remember
they had platforming.
They had the Galaga type game where you were like flying one of the Kids Next Door ships. Mm-hmm. You remember, and then like you were
the main one for me was it was also a platformer. We had to go to a different section, collect stuff.
Oh yeah, to fix things. Yes,
that one.
I don't remember any of the Kids Next Door games. What? Honestly, actually, the only Kids Next Door.
Did you watch the show? Did you enjoy the show?
Yeah, I love that show.
Okay,
but the only Kids Next Door game I ever played was an old Game Boy game that I got at Book Order. I want to get into Book Order later. Let's get into Book Order later in the podcast.
Wow.
But I was going to say, okay, we talked about that, right? Mm-hmm. Cartoons. I just want to say, personally, I fuck with heavily, like the old school Newgrounds. I want to go back to Newgrounds because Newgrounds was that shit.
Newgrounds turned into a very erotic website that was not made for children.
Back in the day.
Okay.
Back in the day when it had video games. It was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. Yeah. But Addicting Games was better.
Yeah. That's Miniclip stuff.
Miniclip. Archer was a really fun game.
Yeah, Archer. We were talking about Archer is one of those games. I don't know what it is.
It's a really good time waster.
I like physics-based games at a certain point because it was.
That was all angles.
Yeah, but it was like angles and like making sure projectile. Like,
wait, you want the actual time waster game I played?
What?
It's back on Cartoon Network, but I think it's like Cartoon Network Toonami. You had these robots you can control. It was just pick up this little ball, run across the map, don't get select tackle to drop the ball, and just throw it into the net. Throw it into the other side of the thing.
It sounds
familiar. It was so simple. It sounds so mundane, but honestly, it's like it was to me. It was fun.
But you don't remember the name.
I don't remember the name. No. All that I know is that the most memorable, the only sound, most memorable sound for me from that game was just nope, nope. Because every time you slide tackle someone, they get knocked over. They always do that sound, just
oh. But yeah, no, I don't know what it is about Cartoon Network. I also love the Ed, Edd n Eddy, the Demolition Derby. I remember that game very fondly.
Yeah.
Because that inspired my interest in Demolition games forever. So, like, Flat Out is another console game that I ended up playing that was a Demolition game. I remember Flat Out, and then Burnout 2 was also, what?
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal also was one. I remember actually playing that on the PlayStation 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember playing that. It had, like, back then I used to think it was super advanced graphics, but it really was not. It was really this is paper mache.
I have a picture of my downloads on my phone, and it's just like a snapshot of two extremely low poly skeletons with swords and from a PS1 game, and the caption says stunning realistic graphics.
maybe during this time.
No, but
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Low-key now, I feel like we could play those games so easily on our phone. That's how
powerful
our phones has gotten at this point, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to play something like that on such a small screen. The graphics would probably look great, but I mean, they still would great.
Me and Winston were talking about this game. This game is great. This is an old game. In Way of the Ninja.
Yes,
that's a really fun game. Gwen, have you ever played that? In the Way of the Ninja is a really good Flash game. I highly recommend you play it before Flash decides to kick the bucket.
December 1st. It's just too late.
It's the 14th.
He's got 2 weeks.
At the time of recording, it's the 14th of November. In the Way of the Ninja is really fun because it's a platformer. Is it a platformer?
Yeah.
It's a platformer, but it's like open level, like one big open level, and you have to.
But it's not open. I mean, it's got a maze.
You're climbing through stuff, picking up gold, and you have like a time limit. The more gold you collect, the more time you have on your clock. But your main objective is to open the door to get to the next level. And like it's one of the first it's really sophisticated for like what it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Because it was like it had really good physics. It had fall damage. So like if you fell from a high enough height, you die. Had really good mechanics for like gravity. So if you you could. It had really good weight to your animation and everything. It's a really good game in general. Like I'd recommend it. But we were talking about games like that. Thing Arena was really fun too back in the day. I don't know if Gwen had played that either. These are all games that are just like old but super cool.
I mean, when we say old, it was early 2000s for us, where it was like, oh yeah, we're kindergarten through like 5th grade. These are the games that were like brand new. Yeah. This is top of the line Flash player. Technology.
I never really knew me and Clipper at that time. Until I met Karlton back in St. Aug, so I was late on that train.
Playing on games like that?
Yeah, like mini clip and all that. I was late to that. I was strictly on Cartoon Network Nickelodeon at the time.
I don't know the kids that I went to school with in like middle school played on mini clip, but I played on like nobody even fucking touched this fucking website. It's called Ancon Arcade. I used to play on that website. Ancon, yeah. I used to play all kinds of games on that, but I think me and Winston were saying one of the best Flash games of all time is fucking Interactive Buddy. Interactive Buddy is one of the best.
Oh man,
like
y'all.
Gawain, I'm pretty sure you've never played this before. Before Flash leaves, you need to play Interactive Buddy. It may not be fun. It may not be as fun anymore. But back in the day, when you were a kid and you had
that was peak time.
It was peak fun because the game premise is simple. You have to earn money to get all the items you could buy in the store for your Interactive Buddy, and you could either hurt him or be nice to him. And everybody's nice at first until you buy the hand grenades, and then you buy the hand grenades. You drop the hand grenade. He picks it up. and then the second the hand grenade explodes, he's scared of you for the rest of the fucking playthrough. And it is just, it's the most interesting thing. It literally is like a dichotomy of like good and evil. You can tell what kind of person a person is just by like seeing how they treat the interactive buddy.
Yeah, it was one of those interactive games that was like, I don't know, you kind of felt like a psychopath. Now that I think about it, like
yes,
having kids
yes.
like hit this like random character on the screen, like the whole point of it is just to hit them with a bat, spray them with acid, burn them with a flamethrower, shoot at them with a gun,
shoot at them with missiles.
Yeah, like it's just, it was not kid friendly, and I feel like there was a warning that I'd always ignore.
You could even put blood on that game. Yeah. You have to buy it, but you can turn on the blood for that one. It's really weird. But all those games defined the generation of people, man.
Mm-hmm. And it was weird. It was like I still enjoy console games, but those kinds of games where it was on the computer, they were simple flashing, they had a simple mission or whatever for the player, they just hit different.
I think the two Flash games I had the most memorable time outside Cartoon Network on Nickelodeon. Maybe y'all played, maybe haven't. The first one was SpongeBob. You usually had to just make freaking Krabby Patty orders the entire time. You had to fast.
I remember that.
I never played that.
And the other one, it was like I think it was not original, but there's no show inspiration. You're just a kid. You're just some dude in the apartment dropping water balloons to everybody that passes by.
Oh wow!
I remember one that I thought was really weird was this one where you played as a pigeon. You had to shit on people as they walk by.
No,
that was one I remember playing. That was really weird.
I think I remember
pop the bubble, or like a bubble like monkey balloon or something like that. Pop the bubble or something like that. Where you throw darts or whatever. It's a flash game. You have to throw darts and get all the balloons or get a certain amount of balloons with one dart or something like that to pass on to the next level. I forgot what that game is called.
I think I remember playing a Back in the Barnyard game. That show, you really don't like Back in the Barnyard. I like the first movie.
The movie's great.
It was great.
The show was awful.
Yeah, the show was pretty bad because that's always a shitty thing. Like converting a show converting a movie into a show when they can't get the original voice actors and you get these shitty B-list actors that like, yeah, sure, I'll do a show, and it's just like
Kung Fu Panda did that.
Yeah.
No, Kung Fu.
Yeah, they do. They didn't get Jack Black for the original one.
Yeah, they did
for the show.
Yes.
Okay. What about all the other characters?
They did not.
I don't think they got Angelina Jolie.
Okay. Oh yeah, right.
I don't know.
Wait, who played the monkey?
Jackie Chan.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Jackie Chan would not waste his time.
I mean, he did with Jackie Chan Adventures, but that's only because his name was on the.
But that was a good show.
Yeah,
that was a good show.
That was a good show.
That was his show.
That was his show.
Yeah. No, but no. Ooh, fuck! I had a cartoon in my head. I just forgot it. God damn it!
What channel was it from?
Huh?
What channel was it from?
Nick. Fuck.
Mr. Meaty?
No.
Mr. Meaty's evil. Mr. Meaty's the grossest thing ever. I fucking hate Mr. Meaty.
Oh wait, what?
No. I'm like, it's not Nick. It was Cartoon Network. It's how I come movies with TV shows. I say the one TV show that was originally a movie that was done right, in my opinion. Ozzy and Drix.
That was okay. That was okay. You know who? Okay, you know one that actually did really good. Nobody talks about it because they just imagine, they just forget. Jimmy Neutron.
His games were so good.
Jimmy Neutron was a really good show. People forget that it was a movie first.
Yeah.
And the movie was just a pilot.
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron Neutron Boy Genius was a pilot. The movie was a pilot because it was literally just like.
Wait, hold on a second. Oh.
Because remember his family.
That clip.
Because remember his family.
That clip was creepy.
Yeah, but the original Jimmy Neutron was like Jimmy was like an outcast pretty much because he was smarter than everybody. He was also lonely and he only had like Carl and Sheen. Mm-hmm. And literally, he ended up finding alien life, and alien life was like, "Oh, they have adult humans. Let's take them and sacrifice them to our disgusting bird god."
Yeah.
And they grabbed these niggas, brought them away, and all the kids are like, "Fucking free reign."
Wait, you talking about the movie or this is the pilot?
This is the original movie.
Oh yeah, no, I watched it.
I'm just explaining it to people.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy and everybody else realize that the parents are gone, so we can do whatever the fuck we want. So these niggas start doing it. They start partying. They start doing shit that I would do, like opening the freezer and shit, and just hanging out with the cold air.
I'm letting it cold out of the refrigerator.
And then when they realized that bills and shit exist, and Lil Terrio became real in that universe.
They didn't know what to do. They had no idea what to do.
Then nigga said the little fat black kid was just like, they said we had an ice cream eating competition.
And I won. Yeah, but the black reporter was like, oh. What the fuck?
Never let it be known that Jimmy Neutron wasn't a diverse.
But show. No, I like the show because of all the science stuff. It's like, yeah, this is how you make a diamond. I had no idea how a diamond was made. He literally, well, okay, obviously he exaggerated, but the fact that he made a diamond like out of like just coal that he just stole from a train,
and he snooped fresh roses to give his mom something so we could like go to fucking Retroland or something.
The Retroland grand opening that was at like midnight.
And the nigga snuck out anyway?
Yeah, he snuck out anyway, and Goddard was like...
Goddard was a slave. Goddard was Hummer Dobby, bro. That's exactly what he was. Goddard did everything he could for Jimmy, man. Yeah, Goddard had like tools and shit in his fuck. Goddard
self-destruct.
Goddard could self-destruct.
Yeah, and then he would just magnetically come back and go, I'm like, that shit is amazing.
It doesn't make any sense.
It does not make any sense. Yeah, but
Goddard, like they stuff him full of gunpowder just to make sure it
Oh my god.
He lights a spark and he explodes.
Bro.
They fill him with nitroglycerin, that's what it is. And then
Sheen's obsession with that stupid fucking Ultra Lord.
Ultra Lord!
It was super creepy the way he was just always bringing. And who the fuck what grade were they in? I just realized.
They were like in
middle school?
They were in middle school.
Middle school, okay.
Like I think in Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius they were in elementary, but I'm pretty sure they moved to middle school.
But who the fuck had show and tell in middle school and would bring a doll?
Because they were idiots.
Yeah.
If Bobby can get into the school with the fucking smartest kid in the universe, then I'm pretty sure then that's just like a public school. Yeah. It's public school.
No child left behind.
Yeah, that's true.
Bobby was
no, but Mrs. Wait, it wasn't Mrs. But Mrs.
Mrs. Fowl. Mrs. Fowl.
Yeah, Miss Fowl. Yep. She looked like a bird. Yep. All the shit that she had to deal with. Like I would be
the movie they shrunk her down and she had to fight a fucking worm
caterpillar with an apple and she had a toothpick.
She had a pencil.
Yeah, pencil.
She was fighting with a pencil. The fact that Miss Fowler didn't die was just fucking incredible.
No, also that principal was a degenerate. He would always be like, he definitely had some. I'm not gonna say
cognitive defects.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna describe him, but regardless. He was always just like, Jimmy, trying not to kill half the class.
Jimmy, I know that you are a smart boy, but you need to not kill half the class next time.
And I'm like,
it really affects our bottom line, especially if the smart kid kills all the idiots.
Right, for real. And I honestly, Cindy was great. I feel
Cindy was a good balance of being smart and not and like smart and practical.
Yeah,
Jimmy was. I'm not gonna say Jimmy wasn't a good.
No, he just socially wasn't like all.
He wasn't all there, but
he was smarts. Street smarts.
Yes, he's literally the idea of you went so far figuring if you could you stop. You didn't even think.
Yeah.
But most of the time, Jimmy didn't necessarily. Jimmy inadvertently caused stuff. Stuff that he usually had foolproof plans. But he also didn't have, but stuff would go wrong because of his friends around him.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Well, let me just do this," and I'm like, "You don't even know how that works. You're gonna get somebody killed." What?
Like I remember apparently his mom. He asked his mom for advice about some of his inventions, and his mom would be like, "Did you ever consider that this might happen?" And he'd be like,
"She was really smart," and it was like, "Why the fuck does Hugh make all the money in the family?
Hugh's not an idiot either. Hugh was just goofy. He's just goofy because you gotta remember Hugh actually is Hugh's a good dad. Apparently, he's a really good dad.
He's a good dad. He's a businessman.
He's smarter than people give him credit for.
Oh, I remember when Jimmy had to help him because he got a job as a toy maker and he only knew how to make duck related things.
That's still a specific expertise that most people don't even know about.
He made planes that were ducks. He made a remote control tank that was a duck that shot gumballs. Like he made so many things that were duck related.
That was his theme.
That was his thing, but it was. I think you guys are giving him too much credit. I don't think it was that way.
Speaking of,
I think he was a boomer that just failed upwards.
I'm sorry. I think there's one thing that I think was just kind of like
maybe not.
I look at it now and it's like this is fucking stupid. But as a kid, you're like, this is stupid and funny. But it's fucking. Who remembers the freaking Crabgrass episode from Jimmy Neutron?
Crabgrass. I don't.
Wait, was that the one where the grass turned into like?
No, so maybe because it was at some point that something happened between Jimmy's father and who's the fat kid again?
Carl.
Thank you.
Carl's
father.
Carl Weezer's father. Yeah.
Carl Weezer's father, and they both said never speak to each other again.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
The only way they can get back together because of something to do with the lawn.
Oh yeah.
So they planned to do the crabgrass thing. Something went wrong.
Oh, weren't they wearing like fucking Rambo clothes and shit to combat that?
Yeah.
Because they had to kill it.
Yes, I remember now. Yes, I remember now.
Yeah. As a kid, you thought it was like, whoa, but then I was like, this is fucking stupid.
No, I remember this stupid like fucking Hamlet episode, or I think was it Hamlet? I think it was Hamlet or one of the other Shakespeare plays where Jimmy made a fucking weather machine for some weird reason, and it created a small like weather tornado inside the stage area, and like I don't know, everyone got pulled into it, and then they turned into like lightsabers, and they pulled in Star Wars as a part of a theme.
Can I just say that fucking?
What?
I'm sorry, the episode where they meme the fuck out of it. But the episode now where it's like when they get superpowers, they basically turn into the Avengers.
And Jimmy turned into the Hulk. I remember that.
The nigga turns to the Orange Hulk.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, they copied the Fantastic Four.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Carl,
because Carl fucking like could burp sound waves.
Yeah.
Sheen was the Flash pretty much.
Was it Libby that could turn invisible? Or was
yes.
It? Yeah. And then Cindy was just strong. She was Supergirl.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Super something.
Yeah. I think that was really funny.
Wait, wasn't that also the game show?
I don't know. No. I don't know.
No, do you remember the game show one where they got pulled into like an interstellar game show?
No.
And then they had to like compete, and then it was like you'll lose your lives if you lose kind of thing, and they had to.
I feel like I might have seen that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question. You guys can ask. You guys can be like whatever, but honestly, this is another show entirely. Do you guys think that Stu Pickles was like? Do you think Stu Pickles was all right in the head?
Stu Pickles.
I mean, he was able
from
to
the Rugrats.
Oh,
that nigga got simped into making chocolate pudding for his fucking.
Right, but what did he do for a living again? Wasn't he an inventor?
He was an inventor. He was a toy maker. Yeah.
Damn, why the fuck? Inventor, toy maker, father is a very good running trope because it always adds goofiness and
it's eccentricity. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I like how Rugrats was really different because it had it wasn't. It kind of it pulled away from some of the usual tropes of like certain stereotypes for TV show, like kids TV shows.
Wait, what did the mom do?
The mom was a stay-at-home mom, I think.
She was a terrible stay-at-home mom.
No, I don't think she was a stay-at-home mom. I think she had a job.
She might have had a job. I can't remember what she did.
I can't remember what she did for a living.
I'm about to look it up.
Maybe real estate.
But she may be a boomer too because that was a big house to be.
Real estate, maybe.
Oh fuck! I hit my mic.
That sounds like it could have been real
I'm
estate,
looking.
But
she's a child psychologist.
Oh wow, so she made the money. That's why she was always his I guess his balancing point for Stu. Because Stu was like, I got this invention. I know it's gonna make us money, and she's just like, I already paid the mortgage. Doesn't really matter if you make anything this month, Stu, because we're not living off you, and you're an idiot. But I don't know. He was super disorganized, but like he had a good heart, and I don't know. It made it a good show.
I mean, as much of a failure as Reptar has been, Reptar saved those kids' lives several times.
Yeah, I like Reptar as an imaginary character. Reptar was cool.
Reptar was a loser.
I wanted one of those Reptar vehicles that they had.
I wanted to eat Reptar bar.
Oh, I did want a Reptar bar.
They existed for a short limited time.
Yeah, I remember
last year, so 2 years ago. I was gonna say, people still make fun of the fact that Dill Pickles is a name. And they probably bullied the fuck out of Dill because that's evil as shit. I was like, why would you name your fucking child
Dill Pickle?
Dill Pickle? Dill Pickles. He probably got his head stomped in as a kid at school.
Now you got a dent like a pickle.
Now you all lumpy like a pickle, stupid ass.
But like, he can't wear green to school, man. He could never wear green to school.
He could be Irish as fuck, but he's not Irish. I was gonna say, I do appreciate.
Hold on a second.
They were Jewish.
Oh yeah, because I remember the little hat.
Didi's Jewish. Didi's family was Didi. The mom's family was Jewish.
Wait, was Chucky Jewish too?
I think so.
Wait, they had Jewish
Chucky
gingers?
Chucky was Jewish.
They had Jewish gingers?
Yes.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I never understand why you immediately have to like think they have this. They might have this. They might be.
We all know.
It doesn't matter.
We all know the little soulless ginger jokes around
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
But
this is really problematic.
move on.
Move on what? How? They're not a race of people.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Okay, if
They're not black, white, and gingers.
Stop.
Oh, gingers. Yes. No, they're not.
It's not a race of people, but like just we're gonna say this for another podcast.
Okay, sure, fine.
A different podcast.
Anyway, what did his parents do? What did Chucky's dad do? I feel like he was. I don't remember what Chucky's dad did. Do we know?
Oh, Charles.
Because I know his mom passed away.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles. Yeah.
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Banker, maybe.
He might be. I mean, that'll really be Jewish.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. And then and then Angelica's mother was a lawyer, or was she just a businesswoman?
She was a businesswoman, I think.
Okay.
I heard she was ugly looking. I feel like she was stupid looking.
Wait, did she have a husband?
Yes. I forget his name, but that was Stu's brother.
Oh, right. Drew. Yep.
Stu and Drew Pickles.
And then fucking Phil and Lil. They're
twins.
Yeah, I don't know why their mom always gave off like lesbian vibes.
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
No, I was just saying
the way you said
she was always like.
By the way, Chucky's dad ran a coffee house.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
He
Yes.
ran his own little business. That's cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
But how could you afford getting married in Paris? Oh, because she was rich. I forgot. That's why. What? I'm just saying. No, that lady. She
not
was
saying a word.
Oh yeah, she was rich. It was the only reason they could afford to fly everyone out there because it was Disney World equivalent.
Yeah, no. And that's when was it Charles met the new wife.
No, that's the reason they were going because they were getting
no, not at all. He just went. He went for vacation, I think.
Oh, and then they fell in love while that. You're right.
Yes. That's what happened.
Wow. And then I remember the wedding reception there. Man, that was a sad movie in some part. Oh. But I did like Reptar fighting. What is Reptar's snail villain? What was that big one that? What was it? Something LaRouge?
Mothra?
No, not Mothra. It was a giant snail with like robotic arms.
I know what you're talking about, but I know what you're talking about. I remember that. I remember that image, but I don't know.
What was the main villain woman? It was something LaRouge. Coco LaRouge. Yes, Coco LaRouge.
I have no idea.
That was the funniest.
I'm sorry. That's Coco LaRouge. Just hearing that name, that sounds like the freaking parody of the freaking bitch off of 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah,
well,
you're right. I think that's what they also probably modeled it off of. Yeah, because. Yeah, that same kind of like French vibe, you know. But she hated kids. Oh no, who was she? Oh, she was.
I think she just hated kids.
Was she? I'm trying to think. What was her whole angle for?
I don't remember.
Like,
I gotta
say,
I honestly don't remember watching those movies. I
had an orange VHS tape. Amazing.
I only had Bear in the Big Blue House, the orange one. No, I only had Jimmy Neutron and Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh, I think I also had Nickel.
But anyway, I was just gonna say I do not remember. I was gonna say Escape to Africa.
Whoa!
Rugrats Escape to Africa. But no, I was gonna say.
Speaking of animals,
yeah, Madagascar.
No, no. I was just gonna say.
Oh yeah,
that was an interesting crossover because they had a crossover too.
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did. I like that show.
I think Nigel Thornberry is a Chad. You can't stop him from saying that. That dude is OP. Like that nigga can sniff out crime and cocaine.
I still don't understand like the sister's aesthetic. to wait. What is the main girl's name? Now that I think about it.
Eliza.
Oh, Eliza, and then what was his sister's name?
Fuck, what was her name?
Wow.
I can't remember her name. It starts with a D, maybe?
Her aesthetic. Debbie.
Yes,
Yes, Debbie's aesthetic. People were making comparison between, like, I don't know what is this with, like, goth girls or whatever in Nickelodeon. So, like, between Debbie, and
she didn't have much of a goth vibe. It was just,
she just had a hair over her eye. She was very emotional. I guess it's emo a little bit.
I gotta say, like, I think that, like, the fucking, that whole, like, the art, I'm looking at the art style right now, like, this is not, it's not attractive at all. It looks like a Picasso character, like a Picasso painting.
And the way her pants don't look like they fit, and she just...
Look at her arms. Look how long her arms are.
Her neck is a popsicle stick.
I'm
surprised she can keep it up.
I don't think she was goth. I think she was just, city kid. I don't want to make sure with the parents that she did not.
I think she was an artist.
Yeah, you're right. She was an artist.
Because the entire time, wasn't she on her phone most of the time during those
trips? She was, and it was like the middle of Africa. How do you have service? But I guess they had like satellite phones or some shit. And she was always talking to a boyfriend that's like far away. And I'm like, how are you dating in the middle of nowhere? What the fuck are you doing?
So I don't think she was. So she wasn't goth. I didn't think she was gothic at the time. Even though I didn't know what gothic was at the time. But definitely she was just like, nah. She's just a city kid. Don't want to be there.
Yeah, an angsty teenager.
She don't want to be there.
Always, every episode, she's always like, I can't believe I'm out here. I want to go back to the bus. That bus they had was better than the Magic School Bus. It literally had a contingency for everything. Like, literally, we get dropped down a waterfall. Yeah, it turns into a boat. Oh, we need to go under this large ravine in the water. It turns into a submarine. And it's just like, does it fly too? I feel like there was an episode where it could glide. There's probably an episode related to that. But, I mean, it had jacuzzi, it had everything. Speaking of, like, RV that does everything, that reminds me of the Goofy movie. I posted about this on Twitter, but the waterbed or whatever that was in their magical RV, that was, like, top of the line in the original Goofy movie that, what was that? What was his name?
Max?
Oh, no. He was a villain in Kingdom Hearts.
Pete,
yeah. Pete's RV was the dopest shit ever. Flat screen TVs, it had a pizza maker, and it shit on like anything that fucking Goofy had. But I don't know. But going back to Nickelodeon, I think Wild Thornberrys. Did you enjoy the movie?
Probably. I can't remember.
Is that where they like explain how Donnie came to be or something?
Yeah, I think
Fucking. I'm not going to lie. I'd throw Donnie the fuck out.
No, but they kind of kidnapped. They kidnapped Donnie.
No, his parents were killed.
They were both killed?
By poachers. I just looked it up. Apparently, his parents were killed by poachers. Like, he was raised by orangutans. And so he's feral.
Yeah.
But I would have thrown him away. I would have brought him out to sea and thrown him away. Just thrown him out. I would have thrown his ass like a fucking basketball, bro. I would have thrown his ass out.
Put that on the record. Karlton doesn't really like children.
I don't like
you don't like children that can't speak.
I don't like Donnie.
And that eat like wild animals.
We at Prism do not condone child violence.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't throw children in the middle of the ocean when we don't like them.
We do, however, find it hilarious.
Yeah,
fictional kids, hypotheticals and scenarios are definitely plausible.
Definitely fictional after you throw their bodies in the middle of the ocean. They're super fictional.
Well, I mean, you're saying that, but if you go to the other flip side, I'm not saying I know what the anime was, but it's just legit one anime. It's a freaking lolly. They're making fun of that shit, and she's looking cute, whatever. One wrong thing, all of a sudden a chainsaw comes out of nowhere and she starts the motherfucker about to go kill people.
But I would.
So I mean,
what does that have to do with?
Yeah, I don't think we should bring up anything lolly.
I'd throw her out in the sea too.
Yeah, man, I'm fine with throwing out.
If she's old enough to exist, I'm throwing her out. I'm throwing her out the sea. Throwing her out the sea. Goodbye,
small baby.
No, so that's what I'm saying, because. I mean, you said that person.
She's swimming after us. Throw rocks at her.
Because you're saying the
zigzags.
It doesn't even have arms. Just wiggling its head.
I'm saying that because you're saying the kid was raised is rampant, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So if he were to snap for some reason,
Gotta put him down.
Oh wait, yeah,
put him down.
They did use him as a weapon sometimes. Like, Donnie, get him! It was like that little pet monster because they also had a chimpanzee.
I would have locked him in a cage, bro.
Yeah.
And just
They
waited.
kind of did though, didn't they?
Yeah, because he's feral. He's a feral
They
child.
kept him in a box and they only woke him up when they needed him.
And then he'd get out and cause mischief and fuck their RV up.
Wait, because wasn't
He's a dog. He's another Dobby. We gotta throw him. We gotta throw all of him away.
because the chimpanzee was smart enough to talk, but only to the main character girl, right?
No, he wasn't smart enough to talk to the main character girl. The main character girl would do some kind of ritual, spiritual thing.
Oh, when
In
she
the
could talk to
movie,
animals.
Yeah.
Oh my
She's the
god.
only one that could talk to animals.
Oh,
But it had to be
no.
kept a secret because the second that she spilled the beans,
She lost the ability. Yeah. Wow. Fuck. I totally remember that because she's talked to elephants. Talked to tigers.
wait, that means my question. Was that a solo movie when they did that shit? Or was that the Rugrats crossover that they revealed that shit?
I have no idea, man.
I think.
I forgot if it was the solo movie or the crossover. Because I think like they held the sister hostage.
Yeah, I feel like I remember. Was it animals or was it humans that took the sister?
Humans.
Humans, okay.
Poachers, basically.
Yeah. They wanted some special animal that they had found and captured, or they just knew where they were at the moment.
I barely remember the Wild Thornberries, bro.
Right now I want to go watch it. I'm willing to go. Nickelodeon needs a damn streaming service. They have Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, all these old shows that would basically fill.
If you could convince Viacom, go right
Yeah,
ahead.
but Viacom has so many things that they're in charge of: Comedy Central, MTV, VH1, Nickelodeon. What else? CMT, so Country Music Television. I
didn't know
Spike
about-
TV. I remember that too.
I didn't know about Viacom having Nick until they had the whole comparing like close thing where Viacom was going to get shut down or taken off TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't know Nick was part of Viacom at that point.
Oh, I think CBS is also part of Viacom.
Well, shit.
Yeah, so that's
Okay, I'm not sure. Who watched a whole lot of MTV or MTV2 back in the day?
I watched a lot of it.
did
Well,
not.
I watched it in the morning for music, and then in the evening for some shows. I think of 1,000 Ways to Die was on MTV. No.
That was
That
on
was
Spike.
Spike.
That was on
I think
That was
on
Spike. Silent Library, I watched that on there.
There's only two shows.
Oh, Southern Library's cool.
I wish we could do something. Silent Library.
There was 2 to only 3 shows I watched on MTV2 when they were on. Wild and Out, obviously.
I didn't really watch Wild when I was a kid, man.
I watched it when it was on, and that was the only ones at my grandma's house because during that time, it was after Katrina, and she had a trailer out front. When I would go spend at grandma's house, at night I could not be in the trailer. I would go, go grandma's house, go sleep in there. I think, but during the day, I had the trailer to myself the entire time. I go during the game as long as I want, and she would not come bother me. But when they had the TV in there playing, watching TV too, it was Pimp My Ride, and it had an actual Yo Mama show on there.
Oh, Yo Mama! Wow, that show was dumb because there was a competition, and
Yo
they
Mama
were
jokes.
judging on how hard the Yo Mama jokes were. I remember Pimp My Ride. That was an actual good show on there. Pimp My Ride with Exhibit.
Yeah.
I think the earlier seasons were better
Yeah, but
because they got a little crazy with Crazy Mike. I think I don't know. Like putting a fish tank in somebody's car. But like, how many people are like? I mean, if you leave fish in a fish tank and it's not refrigerated, those fish are gonna boil in the sun, in the LA sun, because that's where they were mostly pulling most of those cars. And it was like, wow, you're gonna have a bunch of dead fish in your windows.
I remember. I remember fucking.
why Google recently about that show is like, even though that show was cool, the show was cool and all, but they never really fixed any of the issues.
Oh yeah, no, there was.
Some of
those
pimped
people.
it out. That doesn't mean they fixed that shit.
Yeah, I know there's something wrong with your
car literally
alternator,
could
but
be literally a mile away from bursting into flames, and they just were like, "We're just gonna."
it looks cool though. It looks cool.
No, I think the only time that I can say they actually fixed the car is when they said, "Bro, this car cannot be fixed at all." So they got
got
into the new car.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay,
pimp that out.
Yeah, those people are lucky, and it's just like, I don't know. What am I gonna do with you put a flat? You gave me an SUV, but you put a flat screen in the trunk. Like, I can't do anything with this vehicle anymore now because it's like it's not useful. I have to have people like sit in specific spots in the car so they don't sit on the speakers or the. I remember they also had an episode where they got like the world's biggest speaker and they put it in the guy's car and he was like, "I'm a soccer coach. Why would I need a speaker this loud? I can't even use it. This car is useless now." But you could tell he couldn't. I don't know. That show was ridiculous.
I would say I remember they made a car based off the Silver Surfer. They actually had one person that got a car, and all that he wanted, he said that he wanted like the freaking car he made on Underground 2.
Oh man!
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I see that happening, and they did it. I don't think there was even anything wrong with the car. He just said one looked like this, and it's like, you know what? We'll do it.
But I think that was one of the things they when you I wish I could join shows like that, but shows where you could do like video submission and they take your video submission and like, all right, we'll bring you on the show kind of thing. Like some of these people were really like, I live with my mom. She makes me drive her everywhere she goes. The car gets like 3 miles to the gallon. And the radio spits toothpaste at me if I look at it wrong. Like, silly shit like that. Like, they really hammed it up. And it was like,
no.
You guys, I mean, I don't know. I guess it added some production value if you did something ridiculous with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some other MTV shows. Jersey Shore was funny. Because it was
those are the only 3 for me. I did not care about any of the others.
What else? A thousand ways to die. Oh, we just said that was on Spike, right?
Yes. Yeah, a thousand ways to die and Mansers was the main things I watched on Spike.
Man versus what?
Mansers.
Oh wow, Mansers. Whoa, that show was kind of problematic. Yeah, because dudes were always asking like, how big can your dick get? Like, how big could her boobs be? It's like, yo, what the fuck? Who's submitting these questions? Who are the scientists that they're hiring to answer these questions in like intelligent fashion?
What's the best way to survive getting ran over by a car?
How much beer can you drink before dire consequences?
How much blood can you lose?
Right, and it's just like, oh my god,
Mansers.
Right, that was a silly show, but I actually wanted to come back. It was that bad, but
how can you survive a tiger attack?
I think also Robot Wars was on. Wait, was it on there? Or no, I'm thinking of Discovery. I think was that also under Viacom?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, excuse me. Fuck.
You said Robot Wars and made me think of another old goddamn cartoon.
What? Robot Jones?
No.
I ain't even talking about Robot Jones, but okay.
No.
Oh, God.
I want to say
Robot Jones old.
it had an anime aesthetic to it, but it was still a Western cartoon. Mm-hmm. It was basically 2 car dudes.
Oh, Megas XLR?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 car dudes. They find a freaking futuristic robot mech, and they put the freaking car on as the fuck.
Yo, fuck Transformers, bro. I was on that Megas XLR shit. Like,
yeah.
He literally, it was a car that turned into a truck, which turned into a fucking robot, and then they could Megazord that shit. That was my Transformers. Like, people were watching.
Keep going.
People were watching Transformers, a cartoon show. I wasn't watching that shit. I was watching Megas. People were watching what is the other one? Bionicle? I didn't really watch Bionicle.
What the fuck watched Bionicle?
Okay, look, I kinda watched Bionicle.
I mean, who watches Ninjago?
I did.
Oh, I hated Ninjago.
I did.
Ninjago
I was cool with
shit.
Ninjago, but I'll say Ninjago now is definitely as cool, but Ninjago now would probably be Bionicle back in the day.
Probably so.
I just Bionicle just I don't know about that. Between Bionicle, Code Lyoko.
Code
Lyoko was good.
Shut up.
I liked it, but the animation was weird. That it kept going from like regular animation.
But
to
you like
this.
Chowder and shit like that.
All right, man. You want
Hey,
to talk
hey,
about it?
I
You
was
want to do
fine with
it? You
Chowder
want to do
too.
this
I was
tonight?
fine with Chowder
too.
No, you don't want to do
I'm
this.
tired.
Wow,
I was
really?
fine with Chowder too.
I love Chowder. Chowder was funny as fuck. He actually taught me how to cook, man. I learned how to cook. I learned seasonings. All right, well, it's gonna be about that gazpacho time because he didn't like chowder, but he also didn't
Put
like
that back.
flapjack.
Put it down.
What did you just take?
The phone. Put that down.
Yeah, put this. That's yours.
That's
man.
on work.
Sorry, okay? Just there's something about the old phones that you can slide or flip. That's like
he's
We
holding-
need to have an
Dwayne is
episode about
holding-
old technology one
We
day.
could do that. Could be a podcast that we do next. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's just like 11:13, and I'm tired, and my laptop is here, so we're gonna have to start closing it off. We talked about it a lot.
We did talk about we went on a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
could,
tangents.
hell, we could even continue to another point. We could look at Ultra.
Oh, we can continue tonight? Oh, that's what he's saying?
No,
That's what
no,
you
no, not say that.
You hit it reverse with that 100-hour podcast.
I will throw a rock. I will throw a rock in your window.
fuck throwing a rock.
I'll
No, fuck throwing a rock. I will go into the house, drag you out, and throw you through the window.
Oh my god.
We can't
You guys
do
are
that.
so dramatic, but it's fine. It's fine. I think we had fun today.
Yeah, we definitely had fun. If we didn't have fun, then what was this?
I don't know.
I mean, it was great.
Yeah, it was good. Into the mic. Oh my god. This man really was like, you know what? Fuck you, Winston. I'm fine with doing it into the mic. Like, so silly. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Well, it's time for us to leave.
Yeah.
We have lives. We have to enjoy our weekend some more.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta sleep off this fucking meat.
I think we're fucking
Y'all gotta sleep
cavemen.
off the meat. Nigga, I'm the one that felt terrible when we got inside the house. I was like, bruh, I need to walk this off.
Yeah, you shouldn't have eaten that ice cream,
You
man.
need to take what is called colloquially known as a nigga nap.
Yeah, nigga naps. Yeah.
That
It
works.
ends. Yeah, it ends.
Full of fools now. I'm trying to take that out of my vocabulary because I did some history digging on that shit. I could probably tell you off screen.
Fools nap. Okay.
No, the nigga.
Nigga nap.
No,
Okay,
just the
just
word.
All right.
Like I said, I'll tell you off. I'll tell you off podcast,
okay.
and if you want to talk about it in the next one, I could definitely bring it up.
Okay, maybe. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure George would love to hear.
George is the worst proprietor. That's awful. We're not gonna say that. That's not true. All right. Well, this has been the Ultra Prism podcast. It's been nice talking to you all, and hopefully we'll come together again sometime soon.
Yeah.
Say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.
All right. Fuck you. I hate you. Go get your Dobby, your fucking Hummer Dobbies. Get them all set. And don't forget to frequently hit them with the claw end of a hammer.
Oh my god.
And we will see you
And
all.
you self-destruct.
Right. Oh my god.
Make sure all your guarded self-destruct.
Exactly.
And make sure that you ragdoll across the room.
Exactly.
And now we have nothing left to say but goodbye. See you all another time.
Yeah.
Ultra Prism out.